Hello, I am Sam.
And I am Jess.
Welcome back for our final assembly in our Above and Beyond series, where we have been thinking about how we can aim high and grow into becoming our best selves. I wonder if you remember some of the heavenly values that we have thought about this term.
Oh, I do, Sam.
I bet you do.
We talked about the Great Commission in our first assembly and how we're challenged to live like Jesus did. And then we talked about being compassionate and caring for others. We talked about generosity and giving. We talked about inclusivity and being inclusive and including people. And we talked about reconciliation, making up when things go wrong.
Very good. Well, as we get towards the end of the summer term, we'll often be thinking about the future. Some of you might be going beyond primary school and moving up to your secondary schools. Some of you might be going to the year above. Either way, we are looking ahead. And that can be a challenging time, a time when we might need courage.
Facing new things can sometimes be a little bit scary. But having courage means we can be brave and bold in how we approach things. Going above and beyond means not just tiptoeing towards our future, but soaring into it like eagles.
Sam, I've got a challenge for you. Can you make a paper aeroplane out of this cardboard there, please?
Sure I can. Love a paper airplane.
Off you go.
All right.
Okay, now while Sam's doing that, I wonder if you can think about your greatest dream or your hope for the future. What is it that you would really like to do? What is it that you really would like to be? So that's your challenge. Have in your head what your greatest, wildest dream will be. Let's see how Sam's getting on. How are you doing there?
Well, I took your challenge up and I thought I'd do a slightly more complicated design than I probably should have done. And now I get into the bit, it's made of card. And it's pretty hard.
Tricky. Do you think
hard
it will
to make a plane of
fly
card.
better with a card?
I think if we have any winds like we did back in February, then this plane will be up for a tricky landing.
That's true. Well, I've asked everybody if they can think about their amazing, biggest, wildest dream. And I wonder if you can do that as well while you're grappling with your aeroplane.
Two things at once, that is a challenge. All right then. Okay,
thinking
here we go.
and doing. That looks very complicated.
All right, there we go. No, I don't want to do that.
It's not like the aeroplanes I'm used to.
Now I'm going to stall, so I've got a chance to
goodness.
think of my dreams.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Maybe
I
it's
think
to
I'm
design
nearly there.
aircraft.
You never know.
Right. Are you ready with it?
I believe I am.
So I want you to imagine that amazing wildest dream that you had, and you're going to, as you launch your aeroplane, you're going to launch your dream into the beyond.
Into the beyond. Here we go. Above and beyond. Mind out.
Ready? Wow!
It flew.
It did very well. There's your dream, launched. Well, after we've launched your dream, Sam, are you prepared now to share it with everyone?
Yeah. Do you know what? I dream how fantastic it would be to be able to do a Spinnaker assembly in every single school in Eastbourne and beyond. Not just in
Wow.
Eastbourne. Where do you work?
In Bromley.
In Bromley. In every school in Bromley then.
It would be amazing.
It would be great.
I wonder what hopes and dreams you might want to launch in the future. How can you achieve those dreams? Who might be able to help you? In our story today, we're going to learn about a young man who was part of the early church and some of the people who helped him to achieve his dreams.
Timothy frowned. He had a difficult task ahead of him, preparing the teaching for their next church meeting. I'm so young, Timothy thought to himself. It is so hard to know what to say, especially when everybody else in the church is so much older than me. I'm not sure I'm the right person to be in charge. Just then there was a knock on the door. It was Timothy's mother, Eunice. "How's it going?" she asked. Not very well, Timothy replied honestly. I'm tired and I don't really know what to write. Maybe this will help, Eunice passed him a letter. It's from your friend Paul. He always encourages you and believes in you, just like I do. Timothy opened the letter. Paul hadn't been to see them for quite a while. He was always travelling and speaking and teaching at different churches in different cities. Remember that you can use all of the writings of God to help teach people, Paul's letter explained. I know you know lots of passages because your mother and grandmother have taught you so well. Don't let people think you are not good enough just because you are younger than them. Be brave and show courage. I believe in you. Timothy smiled. He always felt better after hearing from Paul. There was a knock at the door. It was his grandmother Lois. I hear you're struggling. Can I help? She asked gently. I'm feeling tired, Timothy explained, but I have to write something down ready for our next church meeting. What if I can't think of anything to say, or if people don't think I'm a very good speaker? Remember what the prophet Isaiah said, Lois replied gently. God doesn't ever get tired. He gives strength to the tired and power to the weak, so that they can rise up like eagles in the sky. God will help you come up with the words to say and help you to share them with others. Thank you, Grandma, Timothy smiled. That's exactly what I needed to hear. And in fact, that's given me a great idea for what I should share with everyone else. Happy to help, Lois said as she made her way to the door. Timothy looked down at the blank page in front of him. Suddenly he felt wide awake. I don't feel worried or scared anymore, he realised. God has given me everything I need. I can do this.
Wow, Timothy certainly showed courage, didn't he? Who were some of the people who helped him along the way? Because it's always really important to have those to stand with us. But then, what were some of the things that could have held him back? I wonder if you've ever seen an eagle or another bird of prey flying high up in the air. It can look like they're not moving at all. They spread their large wings out and use them to capture the air currents to just go higher and higher and higher. In fact, I've seen eagles flying in pairs or trios. Often the adult eagles will circle the young as they first learn to fly.
In the Bible, we can find a reference that tells us about eagles too. It says this in Isaiah: those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles.
I love that verse. You know, Christians believe that God is always there beside us. He is with us and supports us when we go through hard times and when we soar high and fly like the eagles do.
Dreams are just one step beyond where we are now. I wonder what dreams you have for the future. How can you go above and beyond to achieve them?
Let's end our assembly with a prayer. Dear God, thank you that you are with us wherever we go and whatever we do. May we soar like eagles as we keep going, facing the future with courage. Please help us to go above and beyond to become our best selves. Amen.
You've launched your dream, Sam. Are you prepared to share it with everybody?
Oh, I don't know about that. Who gave you the idea I want to share? Yeah, sure, sorry.